Nitay, like, going back a little bit, what'd you think of Fart no Jutsu?
Okay. Oh. Do I have an axe to grind with this show, bro?
Hello everyone, it is that time of the month again, time for Anime Club After Dark to pop a squad and hit you with all the best and worst of what we have been indulging in recently. I am your host Alex, but you can call me Senpai, and tonight I am joined by our poser extraordinaire Nitay.
Good to be here with you, Alex. Good thing I just popped my own squad, right?
Yeah, I know, right
Hell
before
yeah.
we started, it was genuinely your monthly dump.
Once a month,
Yes.
they become stronger
and,
for a few minutes.
and also I am joined by someone who is backlogged all to hell. It is Chinoda.
Bro, there's so many anime that I fell behind on that I have to
Bro,
watch all the way.
I just want to say that the last couple of weeks, I have not had the opportunity to watch a whole lot of stuff, besides stuff that we are going to do dedicated episodes on in the future, so I can't talk about them here.
Channel, may I back your log?
No,
Whoa!
please don't. Please
Whoa,
don't.
you
There's
gotta
so
take him-
much. There's
you gotta-
already so much.
Oh,
You
God.
gotta take him out to dinner first, buddy.
just gotta get in there, right? Like clean it all out.
Oh
Anyway.
my god.
Oh, Lord. We're demonetized already.
Says the man who sexualizes Pokemon, bro.
On a recording. That's
Like,
recorded
like
forever.
everyone else doesn't. Just go on YouTube. They do worse.
What did you do
That
to
is
that
true.
poor Bulbasaur? I will never forget that night. I was there.
Yes, we all were. It was
Says a
terrifying.
man with a Gengar.
No, you shall not speak. You shall not speak smut of Gengar.
Anyway, yes, we are here to do a monthly dump, and that is what we are going to do. I guess I'll start as is typical. I want us to talk about two things first off, and both of them have to do with the same thing, not in terms of their story, but I want to talk about how well animated a couple of things are that I have watched. First off, Solo Leveling, which is still airing, at least as of the time of recording this, the second season at least. And maybe Chinoda can back me up on this. Do you not think that this second season is even more well animated than the first?
It is definitely well more animated. They put more money into it. Both me and John have talked about this. We have our problems with how they're doing it because they're skipping out on certain portions or yada yadaing over it, and we're both just like, man, those were some really cool fights and really cool stuff, but like they're getting to a specific portion that they already confirmed that they're gonna do, and it's apparently gonna be an hour-long movie finale. So that's gonna be cool. It's gonna be epic as fuck, but they're skipping out on some stuff, and it's not necessary. They can skip out on it. It's just kind of a shame that they are doing it that style. But the animation, holy shit, yeah.
Is it,
Yeah, there's
And
like
the music.
yeah.
is
Oh
it the
my.
same
Well,
team
it's
as season one?
for the most part, I think there's maybe one or two people who might be different in some areas, but all the key people are the same.
Yeah, key staff is there.
And the music you mentioned, it's Hiroyuki Sawano, man. I mean, come on.
How many drops have you felt?
I felt like one or two in my pants while I've been watching.
ain't
this.
That's
wrong.
when you know it's a good Sawano soundtrack, you know?
You know, that's also how you know that you've kind of made it as a composer or anyone in the entertainment industry. If some form of like technical thing that is done in your industry is named after you, you've made it. Like
Sure.
Sawano drops or Tarantino angles. Like, come on, you've made it if you've got something like that named after you.
Bro, I'm surprised there was like that in adult content sites that haven't changed some of their categories to be Tarantino. I mean, let's be honest. You know what you're getting into the moment you click that thing.
Yeah.
I had to word myself very carefully while thinking about it. I was like, "Well, hold up."
Oh my god.
But I'm looking forward to binging both seasons when season 2 is over. How would you say, like, in terms of, was it just the animation that you noticed like increase in quality from season two,
Um,
like from season one to two, or is there like other aspects that you were like, oh
God,
wow,
that's
got even better?
I would say that and I want to preface the animation in the first season is not bad. It is good. It's just there's far less action sequences in the first season than there are in the second season. So the
Right.
animation really didn't have many opportunities to shine in the first season.
Mm.
Yeah, like what looked good there was like just more still shots and like more less expressive moments. But what we get in season 2 and going onwards, it's going to be more and more and more action, and it's, oh my god, it just gets better and better.
How many episodes are
Yeah.
left?
Of this season,
Mm-hmm.
3, is there not? At least as of the time of recording this. I think by the time this comes out, there's only going to be one episode left of the season.
Oh, I think we should
Yeah.
start getting on that then, probably.
And apparently the final episode of the season is going to be like an hour long, so
Mm.
it will almost be like a TV movie.
That's cool.
But
I like it.
I would also say the writing is better in the second season. But again, the first season was essentially just a very long prologue.
It's literally the prologue,
as
quite
is
literally.
kind of common in these manhwa adaptations as of this point. I can't judge it too harshly because I'll be honest, if the prologue had gone on any longer in the first season, I would not be watching the second season.
Oh,
because
wow.
the last couple episodes, at least in my opinion, of Solo Leveling are kind of a drag. It's like, okay, you've established
In
this,
season
let's
one.
move on. That's what the last 2-3 episodes of the first season really felt like.
And Shinoda, you read the manhwa, right?
Yep.
So how many seasons do you reckon it'll take to cover the entire story?
I'm not
Yes,
sure now because like I didn't expect them to yada yada over stuff and shorten it. Like originally I think me and John thought, special John thought that it would be about 4 seasons, maybe 4 seasons and a movie. But considering they skipped out on some content at this point, I'm saying maybe they'll be able to do 3 seasons and they'll
Oh,
call it
really?
at that. Yeah, still maybe 4. Still maybe 4, but like if they keep on cutting stuff out, it might be not as long.
I know that there was people
Interesting.
I've heard online that have talked about it, who have read the source material, who said that they might be skipping some of the stuff now, or not skipping, but sort of summarizing some of the stuff now, yada yadaing over some stuff, in order to give them more runtime and more resources to do stuff toward the end, which is
Mm.
where all the meat is anyway. Which, if that's
It's
the
where-
case, that's a good trade-off in my mind.
Yeah, and it also depends on how much exactly they're going to cover of the ending and like what comes after the ending, because like there's a short little story that happens after the ending, and it depends on if they decide to cover that or not.
Maybe
I
they
can't
do that as
say
like an
anything
OVA.
about it because it's super spoiler.
It's
Yeah,
interesting
that's.
how. No, go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh no. Well, it wouldn't be OVA because it's not original. It's part of the story.
Well, an OVA
No,
doesn't
VS
have
can
to
still
be
cover
original.
stuff that isn't original.
Yeah, that's true. That is
I mean,
true.
I know,
actually, yeah.
I know the O in OVA does stand for original, but there have been OVAs made out of like source material.
It's interesting
JoJo's
though.
Bizarre
Okay,
Adventure
fair.
Part 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting though that like when you do see changes in anime adaptations, like most of the time the knee jerk reactions like kind of be a bit iffy about it, but only when like the show is actually done can you tell if it was like for the better or for worse. Like I
You
remember
mean
back
like
in Attack
Chainsaw Man?
What are you talking about? That show is
To
perfect.
be fair, Chainsaw Man is an interesting thing because it's not about stuff that was taken away; it's about stuff that was added in.
Bro, but even like the stuff like me and my buddy Ali, we talked about it. He told me, listen, they took out a fight from like the first few chapters, and honestly, for the better. I'm like, really?
Yeah,
Like,
he's not
like,
wrong.
yeah, you know. And so it's funny. I remember when season 2 of Attack on Titan aired, they had this one flashback section that they inserted into like the later part of the season.
Yeah, I
Apparently,
remember.
the manga. Yeah, like, and people lost their shit. It's like, oh my god, they revealed way too early. It's But now that the show is over, like, honestly, like, and I don't read the manga, but honestly, as someone who enjoyed the anime, I thought it was like a really clever way to insert that section earlier on to like sort of intrigue the viewer even more and like supposedly reveal more stuff, but you're still left in the dark about what's going on. So sometimes
Yeah.
those changes make sense in this format. It's almost like
Yeah.
it's a different medium, right?
Yeah. It's almost like the fact that the new remake of Spice and Wolf, they included a scene in one of the episodes that's from a later novel as sort of like a flashback / flash forward,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes sense where they put it.
That's cool.
But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because number one, I do know that they've made some changes to the source material. Not changes, but they've yada-yada'd over some stuff. But also that the second season just looks so fucking good.
Oh yeah.
There's like
Looks
genuine
beautiful.
Sakuga moments in this, like, just whew.
And there's only more. It only keeps ramping up, and it only goes more. For anyone who's interested, I highly obviously watch anime, but after go read the manhwa, because like holy shit, some of the art in there is
That is incredible.
beautiful.
I've seen some of it. Looks great.
I mean, I will say the one it's a personal criticism, so it's not like a universal one. One criticism I do have of the art style, which they have, from what I've seen, they do a decent job mimicking the art style of the manhwa in the anime. You can definitely tell they're Korean characters. Whew. They got them angular chins that could sink the Titanic.
God damn. What are
No,
they?
he's
code
not
guest
wrong, though.
characters?
Listen, you could sharpen an edge on that chin. Jesus Christ.
The last chin I've seen that's like that was the Lelouch Lamperouge. So I mean,
Boy, they could give Lelouch a run for his money.
Yeah,
almost like
he's not
Clamp
kidding.
designed these characters.
Now, I will say it does look like Clamp designed the faces, but not the bodies, because they don't have the noodly arms.
Oh, they're super buff.
Some characters.
I wouldn't
There's
say the
they
main.
don't have
Some
cake?
characters. Some
No
characters
cake?
are. I wouldn't say the main character is buff. He's definitely in shape, but he's not like buff.
He's
So no
lean.
cake?
He's very lean.
You know, yes, no cake. Yeah, no
So
cake.
no cake.
No cake. Well, there
he
is
got
one
guns.
episode. In,
He got
there
some
is one
guns.
episode in the second season where you will see some cake, and it's
I'm adding it to my watch list right this moment.
well, maybe once you're done, we can do a spoiler cast from the first two seasons.
Sure.
Another one I wanted to talk about really quick, and I don't have as much to say about this one because I've only watched the first two episodes so far. There is an anime that's currently airing, and I actually talked about this during our season preview a couple months ago. It's called Medalist, and I made fun of it because I thought its premise was really silly. The first couple
Do you wanna go
episodes
over
are
it?
genuinely pretty good. But what I really want to talk about is how well animated it is. So Medalist is an anime that I called like Yuri on Ice, but elementary schoolers. And that's kind
Okay.
of it. I mean, that's more or less what it is. Whereas Yuri on Ice is about people who are already great figure skaters. This is about people who are like learning to figure skate.
Okay.
That's
And
cool,
like
actually.
trying to hone their skills. The skating sequences, like there's obviously some 3D animation that's done here, but boy does it look good. Oh my
Really?
god. Yes. And I
Who's
had to go
producing
look
it?
this up because I was like who is making this? It's, I don't know if you're supposed to pronounce the letters, but ENGI or Engi.
NG?
Oh,
I think it is
yeah.
when you pronounce it NG?
They also worked on Usagi-chan of all things.
Oh, wow. That's how they
I'm
got their
trying-
physics right.
Yeah, they got their jiggle physics right. Unfortunately, this is about elementary school kids dying.
What do you mean
Hey, physics?
unfortunate?
Oh,
Whoa!
Shinoda.
Stay in Minecraft right now.
In Minecraft.
Thank you. That's like the one like big anime that I can think of that a lot of people have heard of that they've worked on.
Mhm.
I don't.
They've
I'm looking.
supported a good amount of other studios, if I
Yeah, I mean,
remember
they've
right.
done
Right?
they've done like key art and in between art for other productions, but the stuff that they themselves have produced, that's probably their biggest title that most people would know.
Have they produced more shows that like had heavy CGI in it? Because Uzaki didn't have anything, as far
No,
as I
no, they
remember.
didn't.
They
Because it's
did
interesting
the
what you say about
Otome
their CG
game,
animation.
Isekai.
Oh,
Which
really?
one?
Trapped in a dating sim, the world of Otome games is tough for mobs.
So that sounds like every other Otome game.
Oh
Yeah,
Eh,
that came out in 2022. I don't know if that had a lot of CGI in it because, of course, I didn't watch that shit. um,
What else did
but I-
you like about the show aside from like the animation? Like something else that's like very stand
it's
out for you?
so again, I've only seen the first 2 episodes, so it's really too early for me to like give a definitive like
Mm-hmm.
review of what I've seen.
Sure.
But I like the fact that we're not watching people who are already proficient in what they do. We're getting to watch people become proficient in it. Like that's I mean, I still love Yuri on Ice despite the problematic relationship stuff that's in there. But
Good
as
movie.
fun as it
Looking
is to
forward
watch
it.
people who yeah, as fun as it is to watch people who are already really good at what they do continue to dominate. It's
Mm.
also fun watching people take their first steps into that world and fail and like find the motivation to become better
Because isn't this like one of the main pillars of like a good shonen or just like sports anime or manga, right? To see them like actually learn
and struggle.
And
improve
improve,
and
yeah.
struggle and like
Yeah.
just like see them go through it like through like studying and getting better and analyze it themselves, and like that's part of the charm of those types of shows.
Mm-hmm. And I think part of it is also the person who's coaching these elementary schoolers is someone who kind of had that dream, but wasn't able to follow it. And so now he's like in a position to where he can help other people follow that dream.
It's living
he had?
vicariously through them.
Kinda, yeah. It's as much as this comes across, it's like maybe it's gonna be a little creepy. It's not. It's not.
Sounds
and
like a wholesome show.
Yeah,
It sounds cute, yeah.
more or less it is. I'm gonna keep watching it. Also, it's funny to me because if I go on Mal, this is not listed as like a shonen, or it's listed as a seinen.
Really?
Really?
Is it based on a
Yeah.
manga?
Yes, it is based on a manga. I want to look this
Is
up.
it still
It's a very
ongoing? Now I'm
highly rated
curious.
manga. Jesus Christ.
No, I'm curious.
What's the rating on it?
8.64.
Oh, wow.
That's for the manga. And it is a currently publishing manga as well.
I'm curious because I've hearing buzz about this show, and I'm like, okay, I'll wait for more episodes to come out, and maybe I'll check it out. Because I keep hearing
Well,
buzz
I mean,
about it.
if you wait just a couple more weeks, you won't have to wait until. I mean, there's only 13 episodes, so you'll be able to binge the whole thing.
There you go.
I will say, good luck watching it. It is in Disney Plus jail.
Oh, boy.
Come on.
Now, I
Come
don't know if
Yo
this is
ho
true
ho and a
outside.
bottle of rum.
I don't know if this is true outside of North America, but in North America, it is also available on Hulu.
Well, they got their whole
Yeah.
partnership.
Yeah.
Come on.
But I don't
They
think.
probably.
See, I have been told by people who live outside of North America that just because it is on Disney Plus and Hulu in North America does not mean it's on both everywhere.
That's a shame because Disney barely promotes their own anime that they broadcast on Disney Plus. That's
Let's
such
be
a shame.
honest, Disney shouldn't be promoting the things that they're currently making anyway because they're god awful.
Nah,
a different matter. That's a
Yeah,
no-
Bro, have you seen the trailer for the new Snow White? Oh my god.
Well, I don't watch
trailer's
that.
out?
So,
Ugh.
Huh?
No, I didn't know the trailer was out.
Oh, it's out and it should have stayed in.
You know what? I'm glad that have I? Hold on. Yeah, I haven't watched any of those live action Disney remakes. You know,
I
I'm
neither have
glad.
I.
I'm okay with that.
You know,
I like how
Hold on,
I like
hold
how
on.
What?
speaking of trailers, I saw something last night, finally. The trailer for that canceled
The
Powerpuff
Powerpuff
Girls
Girls.
show.
Yes.
Yeah, the
How
CW
bad
one.
is it?
Bad.
Oh
haven't watched
my
it.
god!
Bad.
It was
Big
bad
yikes.
CW show bad. Like
No.
I saw it and I'm just like, oh Jesus Christ! Like I was actually like, holy shit, they
I'm
didn't.
so
And
happy it
like,
leaked. So happy it's actually like online.
yeah, so am I because I'm like, holy crap, we could have gotten this shit. Thank God we avoided it. But
Wait,
holy
That's it.
shit, they made it
do they
bad.
show Mojo Jojo?
Um,
I don't think so in the trailer.
I don't think so.
No, cowards.
I don't even think they allude to.
No, they
Mojo
did. They
Jo-
did.
Did they? Okay. I listen. When I saw those first couple shots in the trailer, I immediately tuned out. Okay.
Is it like are they like actual like is it like a modern setting focused on like teenage girls? Like what does it?
More or
No,
less.
they're
What is
they're
it
full
like?
on adults. It looks like.
Oh,
But it is a modern like setting.
they're adults,
Mm-hmm.
but they're girls. That's the name of the show.
Well, let's be honest. They look like 30-year-old teenagers. Is what they look like.
Oh my god.
You know
God
that
bless
thing where, like
CW.
in Hollywood, where they'll hire like a 30-year-old actor to play a 17 or 18-year-old?
Sure.
That's what it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't
That's
great.
what it looks like.
Now I need to watch it.
Yeah, I highly recommend it just to see it because holy shit.
It's a. Whew.
I hope
Oh,
CW runs
you know
out
what?
of business.
You know what? Let me take a look at just the first few shots.
Oh no, he's doing it live. Oh no.
because I need to know what's
This is
up with it,
not
because
good.
I avoided this. Hold
Oh,
on.
this is great.
Well, you avoided it for good reason. For very
Is
good
it on
reason, I would
YouTube?
say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if
I'm
it hasn't
pretty
been
sure.
taken down, because I know that the CW was like rampantly sending takedown notices on Twitter for people that were uploading it.
Yeah, I can't seem to find it on YouTube. That's a shame. No.
I think they were.
Why
I think
would
they
you
were
do
doing like
this?
mass DMCA like takedowns last night.
Aw, that's a shame. That's okay. I'll
I mean,
search
because
later.
it is technically stuff that wasn't supposed to get out. I mean, I think even though it is a canceled project now, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, they straight up canceled it. It is
Yeah.
not happening.
But it is
Oh, well,
still
we'll
like
look it
it's
up
still their content, even though they didn't release it. So it would be against like copyright law to be releasing it on your own, I guess.
Yes.
Anyway, those are two things I really wanted to talk about simply because of how well animated they are that are currently airing that I am watching that aren't going to have dedicated episodes soon.
May I present the Naruto report? Suya. All right. So, last time we talked, I crawled through the forest of death, and ever since, we survived the forest. We out of the woods now, boys. We entered the preliminaries. We've battled a few people, threw some pocket sands in people's face. We lifted some weights, and we've entered the final exam.
Wait, before that, Nitay, what'd you think of the weight drop?
All right. Listen. Okay. All right. So listen. So I had some like knowledge about this fight. I knew.
Uh-huh.
Let me set the stage real quick. Okay. We'll get there. Let me set the stage.
This
So
fight's been used in AMVs for decades now.
let me set the stage. So we're gonna jump around a bit, but to get to the meat of the real juice of this section, the Hinata and Neji fight was excellent. I watched that
Yes.
fight, and I got through it, and I'm like, man, this shit, they've been cooking. This shit's great. You got this, like, family drama going on. You got this Hinata, this precious little girl, just like finding her, like, her fire inside her, and Naruto's like helping her out, and she's like, yeah, I am worth something. I'm not a failure. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna show him that I'm worth something. It's great, and I love it. And Neji still fucks her up, but it's a great little fight. And I texted my friends, like, damn, Neji and Hinata, best fight of the series so far. And I got the same text from both of them at the same time. Keep watching. All right. And then we got to Gara versus Rock Lee. Now,
Yeah.
I knew this fight was. I didn't know it's showing. It's so early. I wasn't expecting to come up so early, but I knew this fight was coming. And more than that, I saw this episode as a kid, but I had no
really?
recollection of it. I remember some shots, but I didn't remember much. And I knew there was something up with weights. So I'm watching this, and they go through the motion. And it's like, oh, like it's like they're put like Rock Lee's putting up a fight, but look at this Gara. Like, is by the way, awesome design. I love the mechanic of like this like demon is like automatically protecting him. It's great, and I like the setup for the fight in terms like thematically, which we talked about last monthly dump, and I loved it. It's actually going for this like straight up dedication versus pure talent. Like I love the thematic aspect of the fight.
Mm.
Boy, when he's lifting the weights, I'm like, that's cute. I like that. Oh, that's neat. And then he drops him, and the floor crumbs like, oh, okay, now we're talking. And then the fight just accelerates, like, oh, like this fucking rocket's going straight to the moon, boys. And I was on
The
that
fucking
rocket all the way through.
Sakuga.
Boy, that fight was awesome. Like I kind of feel bad for most of the things that came up later, because this fight was that good. Like man, fantastic fight.
Yeah, it's great. Like so much. It's crazy to me thinking back now that so much that happens during the tuning exam arc. Number one, will come back later in the story.
Okay.
You'll see. But also, like, there's so many like phenomenal fights just front loaded into
Yeah.
the entire series.
It's great. Like I'm loving this arc. I'm having a great time with it. It's I love all the characters, the side characters. Like what's her name? Temari.
Oh,
Tamari, yeah.
Tamari. Man, I love it. I love her
This
a
is
lot.
another
She's
thing
great.
that I love about Naruto. It's just like so many of these like side characters that you meet. Number one, again, you will see again a lot of them, but also they get so much development over the course of the series.
It's great. And,
There's very few characters besides like the one-off villains that you might see or the antagonists that come along where you're never going to see them again, or something about them is not going to be developed later.
Yeah,
It's
they're
also
part
like
of the world.
yeah, and it's cool that you get the sense that everyone is coming in to these exams with like a chip on their shoulder, or they got something to prove, and like
Yeah.
to different degrees. Like I love like Shikamaru's fight in the preliminaries was awesome. Like I loved like his main character as he goes all the time mendokusai. Like he doesn't want to fight. He doesn't give it like he has no motivation or drive.
Yeah,
And
lazy
like,
slacker.
He's a slacker. And I love how that characterization is getting translated to the fight where the ninja from the Song Village, where basically like, they like set up this, oh, it's gonna be a real fight, you're gonna watch out, look at what's coming. And it's basically just like, all right, leans backwards and she knocks herself out against the wall. It's like, that's brilliant. That's so cool. Like, and that's the thing he would do with how he's been characterized. Like, he's not looking to like for a drawn out fight. He just want to get this over with. So the preliminaries were great. I enjoyed that section a lot. Like the Forest of Death was fun, and I really liked like the story direction with Orochimaru and how they develop like things are brewing in the background. I like that. And when you get to the preliminaries, you're like, oh, like we're kicking into high gear here. Like we're trying to like wheel out all this group into like a much smaller group for the final exam. It's like the fights are great. As I said, Hinata and Neji was a highlight for me. Rock Lee and Gara, obviously, banger fight. Loved it.
Do you like Orochimaru's very obvious villain theme with the organ?
I like it quite. Yeah, I like it quite a lot. I don't think it's as strong as the rest of the tracks I hear every now and then. Like there's the indie Gara and Sasuke fight, which we'll get to. There was a great track that they played in the background, which was very ominous, a lot of like synthesizers, and I liked it quite a bit. But circling back, so after the preliminaries, so currently I right before this recording, I watched episode 67, which officially is the end of the tuning exam arc.
Mhm.
So technically, I'm done with the arc, and obviously it ended on quite of a cliffhanger with the shit's actually happening with this like group of ninjas crashing the final exam. Um, but looking back on it now with like everything that happened, I loved it. It's a great arc. Like the previous arc with Zabuza was fun. Like I liked it a lot. The ending was what made it for me. But this arc as a whole, and again, we'll see how it goes from here. But it's good shit, dude. Like the fights that happen in the final exam. For instance, I thought Naruto versus Neji was okay. I didn't like.
Mhm.
I was kind of bummed
Really?
with I was bummed with the pacing of it, because for like the first 70% of it, it's just them talking, and the flashback with Neji's past happens, and I
The
like.
talk no jutsu was strong.
Yeah, you're basically like me. Yeah, I found it funny. I like Neji's past. I like the build. We have more world building of the Hyoga clan. I like with the branch family and the main family. Like I liked everything about it, but pacing wise, it killed like the fight for me. But they turn it around by the end of the fight with Naruto actually tricking him, and you thought that Naruto was gonna lose, but no, he's using like the
Uppercut of a
Shoto.
fucking century.
That uppercut was solid, dude. That was a fucking great
Man,
uppercut.
Mike
I loved
Tyson
it.
would have been jealous.
I know. Did you looking back? Did you like? Were you guys not bothered by the pacing of it?
To be
No,
fair, I was very young when I first watched this, so uh, it's hard for me to judge it too much based on my recollection from back then. But I can't remember it bothering me.
Mm.
But I
So,
also didn't
same-
think about stuff like that back then.
Yeah, same for me. I really didn't give a shit about pacing. I was just like, yo, this is interesting, and there's like so much world building. Man, Neji's backstory fucking sucks. He like this is just sad. I like
But-
that. Those were my thoughts. I was just enjoying it. I was in it for the ride. I didn't give a shit about pacing or whatever. I'm just like, yeah, this is cool. Just keep giving me more. I love this.
To
be fair, Thematically, it's that's you with great.
everything.
Because thematically, like
wrong?
I love the fight. I love how it's basically like Neji is saying you can't like escape your destiny. This is what like the more you're born, it's decided what's gonna happen to you, because he's like from this family where he has this curse on him. So like he already knows the only escape he has from his destiny is just dying.
Does that sound like someone else you know, Nitay?
What are you alluding to?
It's the
What?
exact same speech that Darth Vader gives Luke Skywalker in Return
Oh
of
my
the Jedi.
god! Come
It's
on.
literally the exact same speech.
I didn't see Neji go to Naruto and be like, "I'm your father, Naruto."
No. But
I'm
Darth
kidding.
Vader's constantly like, the Emperor's foreseen this. It is your destiny.
All according to Keikaku.
All according to yes,
Essentially,
exactly.
yeah.
It's exactly what
Essentially.
he's saying.
But it's great how Naruto is like, "Well, tough shit, man. I'm just like you. I also have this shit inside me, and guess what? Like, I was also sort of destined to be an outcast because I have this shit inside me. But guess what? I'm still here and I'm fighting you. And I'm gonna kick your ass." I'm like, man, because Naruto is a fucking little shit. Let's be honest. He's a little shit, and sometimes I ain't got no energy for this guy. But at this moment, I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm with you on
Fucking
this.
tell him. Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
tell him. Talking to Jutsu, this fucking bitch.
Oh, Natai. Like going back a little bit, what'd you think of fart no jutsu?
Okay. Do I have an axe to grind with this show? Bro, so Naruto had no reason to win this fight with
Kiba.
what's his name? Kiba.
Kiba.
Bro, like I'm kind of waiting for, okay, let's see how what's he gonna do? What's Naruto gonna do? How he's gonna get out of this one? How he's gonna fight Kiba? Because I like the premise with like Kiba and Akamaru and how they fight. It's great. I love it. Now the actual like conclusion of the fight with Naruto disguising himself as Akamaru and Kiba supposedly like seeing through it, but he punches him. And he's like, "Oh no, that's actual Akamaru." So he punches the real Akamaru, and like Naruto just like stayed in like the disguise. Like, great. the fart no jutsu fucking sucks. That shit, bro. Like, listen, I'm not above a good old fart joke, bro. I do it all the time. I'm not above it, but the fact that this saves him from this fight, I call bullshit, man. Literal bullshit. You know? Oh, hold on. I got this new technique. Fuck you. Am I wrong? Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Bro, it was just hilarious.
I mean, you're not wrong, but pee pee poo poo humor make me go ha ha.
Pee pee humor making me go haha, but like, I thought it was a stupid out of this fight. Especially
It
with
was
how
extremely
every
stupid out.
especially with how every fight like felt like, you know, we'd have this gravity towards even fucking Sakura and Ino, those two useless bitches. I love Ino, but still, like the double KO, like I'm okay with it. You know what? I'm okay with it. I do find it funny how Sakura's like, oh, I'm gonna cut my hair with those Sasuke likes girls with long hair, and then, you know, like 2 episodes later, me too. Obsessive little bitches. God damn.
Listen, I'm gonna point out right now that there are a couple of fights throughout Naruto and in Naruto Shippuden that I can point to where it almost feels like Masashi Kishimoto didn't exactly know how to end the fight going into it. And so if you ever come across a fight in Naruto where it seems like it ends super abruptly or like nothing was actually leading to this outcome, there's probably a reason for it. It's probably because Kishimoto got fucking backed into a corner, didn't know how to end it.
That's the thing though, because again, like, he has good the Temari and
Shikamaru?
Shikamaru fight. Excellent shit, bro. I was sitting there like, all right, let's see how it goes. I was in it, and he fooled me.
Like, you saw the
fucker.
true genius of Shikamaru, and you're like, holy shit, that's Miss playing fucking 3D.
This guy is, they're not even on his level. Like, I love the bit where his teacher is like explaining, yeah, like when I gave him like during written exams, he would just fall asleep. So I gave him an IQ test, but as a game, and he aced it. He got like 200 points. I'm like, all right. And then to see him pull off the fucking trick, how he leads her towards the halls to, like, you know, use the shadows to go through. It's like excellent. So like, there are great fights in this show. Genuinely, like, I'm really enjoying most of the fights so far, but the fart part, like, just kind of took me out of it. And again, I'm not above a funny hee hee ha ha moment, but just the context, you know, because the fight ended in a great like way. I love the way they finished that fight, but that like beat in the fight was like, nah, come on.
Yeah, I get it, and I don't think that is an unwarranted or unvalid criticism. It's one that I lobbied it at Naruto for a long time too. As good as it is, it has moments like that where it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. So, Nitay, where did you end off on? Like, what specific happened?
62.
Yeah, so 67 was the last episode I finished. Next episode 68. The episode finished on the so Sasuke and Gaara have their own fight. It was great. I loved that fight with the new like technique that Kakashi taught Sasuke. I thought it was like really cool. And then the basically like this, I guess, this alliance of both the Song and Sand Village like started their like trap where everyone fell asleep, and now they're storming like the exams and like maybe they'll capture Sasuke, or I don't know what this is going for. But according to like everything I read online, like technically speaking, the exams are done. So I'm a tuning now, guys. I'm a tuning.
Good job.
Very nice.
You
never mentioned it. What'd you think of the curse mark?
That shit was cool. The Sasuke one?
Yeah, when he first got bit in the forest and then going forward.
When he got the Iki?
Yeah.
He got the coof.
I liked it. I like it. I like how they start alluding to, like, Sasuke will be drawn to, like, gaining more power, and obviously, like, I bet it'll go to, like, this dark side shit. We'll see how it goes. I liked it. I like the fights that it led to. It's just it's how would I say this? It doesn't lead to mechanically interesting fights so far, so I wonder where this is going. But I like the setup so far. Let's see how it pays off. Oh, how could I forget? Jiraiya showed up.
Yeah,
Listen,
boy.
Motherfucking OG Jiraiya.
My boy.
Bro, this guy. I wish when I'm 50 something years old or old ever, I don't know how old this fucking guy is. I wish I'll be as as funny as he is, just peeping at these fucking ladies for no good reason. My guy.
For legal reasons, Nitay will not commit gross crimes.
This is a joke. I'm joking. I will never pretend to be a 2D Japanese character.
Okay, so I just looked it up just for clarity's sake. When you first meet him, he is 50 years old.
Oh, okay. So I got it. Also, I like this, like the world beating of him being one of the 3 legendary ninjas alongside Orochimaru. That's cool. Like I'm kind of interested to see where this is going. But yeah, the Jiraiya episodes leading up to the final exams were super fun. I like him a lot. I really, really like him. He's fun.
All right, I'm super glad that you're enjoying Naruto.
Yeah,
I can't wait to hear where you are by the next time we do a monthly dub.
I mean, honestly, like because I'm skipping films, I don't have a whole lot of the original Naruto left.
That's true.
And I keep hearing that like the Chunin exams is like the longest arc technically. So we'll see how it goes.
It's the longest non-filler arc in the original Naruto. I think.
So yeah. Also,
there's
Haruka
a
Kanata,
good chance.
Good shit.
Wait, say again?
Haruka Kanata. Good shit.
Yes.
The second
Oh,
OP.
yes. Oh my god.
Asian Kung Fu generation for the win, bro. Anyway, what are you about to say, Chinoda?
No, I was gonna say by the time we record our next monthly dump, you should theoretically have finished all of OG Naruto, especially going at the pace you're going.
We'll see. Like, there's a few more shows.
All of it, but most of it.
Yeah, we'll see. Because there's a few shows I need to watch for this podcast. We're planning. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
You'll be
planning
close.
on but I'm planning on like going at a good pace.
I'm still gonna lobby for you to watch episode 100, even though it is filler.
Yeah,
I'll do
it's-
it.
There's some
I'll do it.
filler episodes that are actually like, yo, you gotta watch it.
Episode 100. You know what? Sure. Remind me about it, but I'll keep it in mind. Yeah. But yeah, Naruto's fun.
All right.
So that was the
Alright.
monthly Naruto report.
Hell yeah, thank you for it.
Sweet.
All right, moving on to me. I watched
I'll be right back.
a movie last night called Mickey 17.
Huh, how you
It's,
doing, fellas?
I hate it. I hate it here. No. The director for the movie is fuck, these names are always a bit weird. Bong Joon-ho?
Bong Joon-ho is the same
Bong
guy who
Joon-ho,
did
yeah.
Parasite, right?
Yes, the same guy that did Parasite as well as Snowpiercer.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
Snowpiercer.
Not the
Yeah.
series, the movie.
The movie, yeah. Yeah, the same director for both of those. Very well acclaimed director. Man, this movie was pretty damn good. Highly recommend it, especially it is politically relevant to America, I will say.
I'm excited to watch this movie. I like the moment I saw that it's like coming out.
Yeah,
Robert
like the
Pattinson, right?
trailers don't show everything, and thank God. Like there's so much more to it. It's fun. It is fun, and one of the main people in it. It's not much of a spoiler. Is Mark Ruffalo. Holy crap, he plays his part really goddamn well, and I love it.
How much are they leaning to like the gimmick of like them being all these like Mickeys, I guess you would say? Like do they
Not
actually
too
like
much.
is it okay?
Not too much.
So it's not like the entire movie is like going through him.
No. There's
Okay.
so much more to it than that. I want to say more, but there'd be huge spoilers. So like I can only give the very basic outline of
I'll try
like
and go. I'll try and watch it while I can, while it's in theaters.
yeah, I highly recommend it in theaters. Like it's a fun watch on the big screen, and the soundtrack. Oh my god, the soundtrack was fucking fantastic. Even after the credits started rolling, I sat there and just listened to the soundtrack because I was like, yo, this is a banger. Like I'm glad I'm experiencing it in the theater.
How was Pattinson? How did he do?
Fantastic. I mean, holy shit,
Mm.
like actually really good. He played his several different roles really goddamn well, and the amount of emotion the character he put into it, fan fucking tastic. I mean, I'm genuinely impressed.
I'm
So I'm looking at
really.
I'm looking at like the basic plot synopsis of this movie because I haven't seen it. And I had heard the title before, but I knew nothing about what it was, and I knew that Bong Joon-ho was the one who was directing
Mhm.
it. That's literally all I knew. I think he also wrote it as well. Um,
Yeah.
So apparently, this is about people that sign up to get cloned after they die working.
Yeah, basically they can upload themselves into a memory brick, and if you die, you are considered a expendable class because even if you die, you get thrown into the recycler. That's got all sorts of organic matter thrown into it. Gets recycled and printed out into a human body. Your conscious gets uploaded into the new body. Blah blah
Okay.
blah.
Mm.
So I was, because it made me wonder. It's like, is it one actor playing several different roles, or is it several different actors playing essentially the same role?
No, it's a clone.
No,
I would
one.
assume it's
Yeah,
the
it's a
same
clone.
actor.
Okay, gotcha.
So I was
There
wondering
is
about
more I want to say, but there is nothing I can say because huge spoilers.
I was wondering about the tone of the movie because I remember seeing the trailer. It looked to be more of the comedy.
Yes, it's a dark
side?
comedy. It's a dark
Oh, okay.
comedy.
That's a lot of what Bong Joon-ho kind of does. I mean, like Parasite was kind of a dark comedy.
I
Interesting.
still haven't seen it. I really need to watch
Same.
it.
I haven't seen it either.
Um,
But yeah, I'd love to check it out soon when it's in theaters. I think it's coming here as well pretty soon. It's not even
Yeah,
out yet.
highly recommend watching it in theaters. Like, definitely don't miss out on this.
oh, apparently this is based on a novel. I didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
the novel is called Mickey 7, so he just added 10.
There are 10 more Mickeys.
There are 10 more Mickeys instead of 7.
Oh no, I can't do it.
Oh
Shit.
wow, it's a very recent novel too. This novel was published in 2022.
Oh,
What about-
shit. So they really,
Wow.
fast-tracked.
Bong Joon-ho
What
like
about-
read this novel and said, "I got to make a movie about this immediately."
What about Goofy 17?
I hate it.
Gosh,
Gosh. Max. Look at that, Max.
Listen,
There's 16
listen,
of
a
us,
Goofy
Max.
movie is
and
a
only one of you.
masterpiece. A Goofy movie is a masterpiece, and I will not
The
have
best musical.
slander against it.
The best musical.
Yes.
Gosh.
Speaking of musicals, Nitay, what did you think about DanDaDan?
That's not
Bro, okay. That's a no, it's not. But nice segue. So I
Thank you,
finished
thank
the first season. Aside from the abrupt ending, which definitely was like, oh, so it's like a part one of the season,
Yeah.
I guess.
Cliffhanger. Yeah.
I loved it. It's so good. I loved the tone. I like how like zany it is, how like off the wall it can be, and I love
Nitay.
how the
I have to ask, what was your reaction the first time you heard the can?
can. What are you
The
referring
musical
to?
piece.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah.
God, bro, that was wild. I loved it. The moment they
Like
started, that was
I started
wild.
hearing the beats of that. I'm like, wait, hold on. And then it
They're
kept on
doing
going.
it?
I'm like, no fucking way. And then they kept on going. I'm like,
I don't
oh
remember
my
the name
god,
of
they
the,
actually did it.
The overture. I don't remember the full name of it, but it's so good. And again, like it's funny how it works so well with the animation because the animation also goes so hard and off the walls with how they portray like the action sequences. So the music is also like almost trying to catch up to it with how crazy it is. You know, it's so good. I the I love the aesthetic of the show. I love how the show looks, and I love how alive it is. And I also like how it's a shonen that puts way more emphasis on like the main duo as a it's like a love story, right? Because one of the things that I kind of have a gripe with a lot of modern shonen or shonen in general is like when you do have the main couple thing between the main character and like his love interest or her love interest or whatever, it's sort of it builds up, but only by the end you get the actual payoff for that. Like I'm a sucker for that sappy shit, dude. I'm like I don't care. So to see a shonen where like oh the supposed like potential romance is like at the forefront of the show, like I love it. I love it so much. I'm into it.
It's
You know.
funny, how the author told everyone, like, yeah, I don't really have any experience with romance, so I was just forced to read a whole bunch of romance manga to write this.
And it
And
shows.
it shows, but it
And
shows in such a cute way, in a almost middle schooler romance way.
special shout
I
out
love it. It's cute.
special shout out to Momo's voice actress. She is phenomenal. She
Oh
is
my
absolutely
god,
phenomenal.
nailed
Like
it.
I love the entire like her mannerisms. Like obviously you get the typical like huh like that energy she goes with, but
That
she
gal
feels so
energy.
yeah, but she feels so distinct and she feels so earnest that I might be one of my favorite like lead performances in a while. Like I it's like Denji level how much I love this performance. I love it.
Wow, that's high
Dingy level.
praise.
Wow.
No, that is high praise.
That's a new like gold standard for you, huh?
Listen, like I love it because it feels so distinct and you very very specific the way
Mm.
she approaches like her lines. It's I love it.
You
I
know,
love the
it's funny you
characters.
mentioned that because I've noticed recently some stuff that I've watched where it's like I have to go back and double check. It's like there's no way that's this voice actors. It doesn't sound anything like them. It's like holy shit, they're actually doing something
They
distinct
are.
with their voice. The most recent one that I can think of that was like really stood out to me was Tomo-chan as a girl. That does not sound
Oh
like Rie Takahashi at all.
no, not
No,
even
not
close.
at all.
That sounds like someone whose balls just shrunk.
She's phenomenal. She is phenomenal in that show. Like I haven't even seen all of it, but like she's great.
The
But
ring
yeah,
she shows is exceptional. Yeah.
Yeah, she can do more than just lolis, guys. I promise.
She's just the
And-
best with them.
and communists.
And communists.
I'm communist, yeah.
God bless
Oh
them.
my god.
God bless them. Both of them.
Yeah. One of
Alex,
these days I'll get back to DanDaDan. I watched the first 3 episodes and it's like,
what didn't click for you with the show?
I don't think it's funny. I know a lot of people think it's funny, but it's like,
I don't think it's like a. I don't think like comedy is the main appeal of the show for me.
There's comedic aspects, but like not hardcore.
I think
Well,
it's more
actually,
of a
no,
fun
no,
show.
that's wrong. Yeah, there is comedy aspects of it,
oh, there's
but
definitely comedy. I mean, it's or at least what's trying to be comedy.
I think
I
it's
just
more
don't find it
fun than
funny.
funny.
And
Yeah,
that's
it's
the thing.
more of a fun
I wasn't
show.
having fun with it after 3 episodes. It's like,
The first episode didn't do anything for you. Even the animation,
I mean,
the character
to be fair,
dynamic.
there are parts of it that are well animated. I mean, they're it's not a technically badly produced anime, except for the OP. It sucks, but
Here we go.
I hate the OP. I don't understand why people think it looks good. It sucks. It looks awful.
It doesn't look awful. It doesn't.
okay.
Like, I
What do you
know
think of the music itself?
No, not the
the
music,
song
even
is,
the
is
visuals.
is not anything special either. It's like it's creepy nuts. So I knew that it was going to be weird going into it, but like there are way better creepy nut songs.
On
But, like,
that, I
the-
agree, but
I think honestly the best creepy nut song, at least that was used for anime, was the OP for Mashal season 2. That shit was a banger.
That's squeaky chair, bro.
Um, I don't know. There's just this.
It's funny you mentioned it
nothing
because
about-
visually, I love the OP visually more than I love it sonically. I love the visuals in the OP.
And I would say the complete opposite. I think it's one of the worst looking OPs I've ever seen.
God damn! How can you
Worse
say
looking.
that?
Wow.
It's awful. I would rather watch some AI fucking generated slop than
Oh,
Whoa,
come
Alex,
on.
don't
get
sink
off
to
your
those
fucking
levels.
that.
rocker,
I'm
bro.
serious. It looks like it was made by AI. So I mean,
What are you talking about?
No.
Because-
Okay. So on that, I can actually see where Alex is coming from because, like, visually, it looks a little bit. It looks very weird, and some of the shots are very AI looking.
Because
Like,
the character
it does
shots
look
are
like
like
that.
glossy, because they're like super glossy.
Yeah, a little bit like that at
well,
times.
that and the motion looks very sped up, as if you've like I've talked about this before. It looks like it's something that was put into one of those AI generators where
section
you
of
put
it?
in something that was done in 24 frames per second and it upscales it to 60 frames per second, and it looks bad.
You're talking about like interpolation. Which section though? Like the entire OP or like a specific?
I mean,
season?
no, you don't see that through the entire OP, but you definitely see it at the beginning.
Because they're like these. Because you have these very quick cuts, but are filled with like these like character moments and character like expressions because they're so lively. Like how
Yeah,
much
and
effort they put
it's-
into like each character like emoting.
And it looks very
great.
artificial. It looks soulless.
Ugh.
On that, I can honestly somewhat agree with Alex.
I
Unfortunately,
mean, it
I don't
looks
think it's
like
a visually striking OP.
It looks like a very
It's not
badly...
visually striking. What are you guys smoking? God damn.
I don't see the appeal. Like, I really
Like
don't.
literally,
I love
that
that-
this
I love the music of it, but like the actual
L-
presentation, I just
visually,
thought it was okay.
visually, it's like a love letter to Science Star's entire catalog. What are you on about? Like,
Then
there's
it's
so
a
many
very
cool like.
poorly worded love letter.
Oh,
Yeah.
give me a break. There are so many like cool nods into like their previous shows, like Devilman and Ping Pong. Like, what are you talking about? God damn! I wish I got some of that weed you guys smoking.
I don't know, man. I know that people like to suck this anime's dick, but it's not that good, man.
Alex, I,
I
will
think
say
it's-
this: you should give it a couple more episodes, see if you can get into it at all. If you
Nah,
can't
I
get into
think-
it, you can't get into it. But
I think if my 3 episode is like not vibing with it, then I don't think like it'll change much.
I know. Listen, I know that this is not the majority opinion. I get it. Like, I've been in this position before.
I think it's like it's at worst. I think it's just a fun show with like great animation, and at its best, it's got potential. Like I will say, I don't think it's like it's not rocking my world in terms like it'll stay with me forever so far because it's more of a just a fun watch. Episode 7 though, that shit was like incredible. Like,
Jesus, that hit
on
hard.
its own, I will say on its own, like episode 7 was like one of my favorite episodes I've seen recently. Period. Like shit was amazing. Like the direction, the sound design was also great. Like, but aside from that specific episode, like the show is just a lot of fun, and I'm like having a great time with the tone, and the animation is like the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I mean, I won't debate that there are number one scenes that I've seen in the first 3 episodes, and also clips that I've seen from people that have shared it online in our Discord server. It's like, okay, this scene looks well animated, but that's all it is. It's just well animated.
Also, it's fun to see like a speedster like type of character in a shonen like get this treatment of like animation quality, because like man, the shit they pull with this like with like Okaru's like abilities is so good. Will you stop climbing on the couch, you stupid this freaking cat? Momo, goddamn.
She's trying to be a speedster climber.
She's looking for Okarun. Listen here, little shit. Listen here. I will end you. I will
I
end
will
you.
end you. You're gonna see a live decatting here.
Good God.
I don't
yeah.
know. I mean, maybe I'll give it a shot and finally go finish at least the first season, and see what I think overall. But it's certainly not something I'm going to rush out to do.
No, that's
Fair
fair. Again,
enough.
if after 3 episodes you didn't click with it, I doubt like anything will change. But I enjoyed it quite a bit. I'm bummed about the abrupt ending. Kind of left me with
mean,
a sour taste in my mouth, but
To
we'll
be
wait.
fair, you don't have to wait long for the second season.
It's coming this year, right?
Yeah,
The
very soon.
fall, I believe.
Or not
unlike
very soon.
unlike the fucking cliffhangers that every single season of ReZero has ended with, then you gotta wait 5 years to see the next season. You fuckers.
Well, at least it's happening.
Listen. We plan to do a spoiler cast for the third season. That's why I'm not talking about it, even though I have watched it, or at least watched most of it at this point. I have every single time when the second season came out and now when the third season came out, I had to go like read up on what happened the previous season because I fucking forgot.
It's been a long time.
It's been so long, I've fucking forgot. You'd realize if this was live action, these characters would have aged out of these roles by now.
A long time ago.
Literally, Robert Pattinson said in an interview lately, because Batman Part 2 is scheduled for it's not even scheduled for any year specifically. I don't think so. But it's been like, what, almost 5 years since the first movie came out?
It's been a while now.
And he's like, man, I'm going to be old by the time this shit's over.
All right, I guess we'll move on to my thing next. Danmachi season 5? Yeah, season 5.
Yeah, season 5 is what's currently
finally
shocked
finished.
this show is still going. How is it?
Bro, it's
for
gotten
real?
good. It's good. No, I genuinely enjoy it.
What
and,
was
like,
the turning point? What was the turning point for this
Season
show?
3.
I need to know.
Season 3. Like
the
first
to
two
be fair,
seasons.
and I think Shinoda might agree with this. The first 2 seasons, they're just kind of
they're okay. Yeah.
But then the third season
Some hype
happens
moments
and
here
it's
and
like,
there. Yeah. Like there's some hype moments in season 1 and 2, but overall it's kind of a funny thing and like just funny stuff here and there. It was just okay. But then season 3 comes along and turning point. It gets a lot more serious, a lot more of a story, like gets its shit together. And you're like, okay, this is going somewhere. This is cool now.
Would you say it's worth going through the first few seasons to watch the good
fuck
stuff?
Yes.
Oh, wow,
Like,
okay.
Nitay, let me put it like this. This has multiple movies now, side series as well. Like, there's a reason there's so much
So
more
does
to this.
SAO.
Like,
that's true.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. I would argue some of it, like, is actually good. For example, GGO, fucking fantastic.
Oh, GGO was fun. Like, GGO's the
And
best
season 2 was, oh my god.
Oh, was it good? Was season 2?
Oh my god, bro. It
Season 2 was pretty good.
Okay.
Bloodthirsty. You get to see
Peach is
Len
coming
being
for the kill.
You get to see
P10.
little Len become a bloodthirsty little monster. Holy shit.
Speaking of bloodthirsty monsters, would you move away, you freaking force of nature?
He's struggling so much.
This
So
cat
much.
is a
Listen.
struggle.
For anyone who's just listening, please check out the video portion of at least this.
Nitay-
It's hilarious.
Nitay is having the struggle of his session of his life with this cat right now.
I'm struggling with pussies here.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh yeah.
So
Season 5
Danmachi.
finally finished. Yeah. And holy shit, the Gaslight season was freaking fantastic.
Gaslight season. Oh my god.
Yes, it's called the Gaslight season for a very good reason.
I love that
Does
it's
he-
called that.
Does he pick up girls in the dungeon yet?
Actually, yes, he did in fact do that in season 5. No bullshit. He actually did.
So
I'm funny. It's fun. I'm funny. No, I'm not funny at all. It's funny.
You're not.
I'm not funny at all. You should think
We
that.
finally-
you should
finally came
not
to
think
the
that I'm funny.
conclusion.
It's very problematic if you think I'm funny. No, it's funny to me that the show or the story is called "Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon?" And we have yet to find out the answer to that question.
we'll never know. So is it how long do they still got left with this fucking show? 'Cause
I
5
have no
seasons.
idea. I'm staying anime original.
As someone who has read the source material, I think they're gonna do one more season. I think.
Really? There's only that much content left?
Well, it's the light novel, which I believe is what the anime is based on. Yeah, the anime is based on the light novel, not the manga adaptation. It is still ongoing, so I guess theoretically they could do more. But I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, very recently, the creator of the light novel said that he is going to end it soon.
Oh, wait, the light novels are still ongoing?
Yes,
What are you doing, Cat?
I think I could be thinking of a different longer running light novel series, because this light novel series has been running since January of 2013.
Wow. Yeah, no, it's been
So,
going for some time. But
yeah,
that's
well
also
over.
to the fact that there's been multiple side light novels as well for this franchise.
Yeah, there's also been a couple of manga adaptations, um, too, but I don't know. I guess it depends on how many more chapters it's gonna take to end the story. I I want to say that it was like within the last week or two that I saw a thing that said the creator is going to end the story within the next year or two. I could be wrong.
Okay.
I could be thinking of a completely different light novel.
Well, here's to hoping that it keeps on going strong and has a good ending
I mean,
whenever it comes around.
at this point, we've had what? We've had 5 seasons of that. We had one season of what was it?
Uh-huh.
Whatever it's called. Um, and we had
Two,
the
three movies? No, three,
I
I think.
I think I don't know one for sure because I watched it with
Were
you in
those
theaters.
compilation movies or like legitimate?
No,
Well,
Actual
no,
one
movies?
actual
one of
movies.
one of them for sure is definitely a actual movie because Chinoda and I watched it in theaters together because we did it in
Nice.
DC. Um, that that is a good question, but I would like to think that if we've gotten this much already, the plan is to fully adapt the series,
It seems so. Yeah,
however long it runs for.
that's awesome. Honestly, I don't have an opinion on this show because I haven't watched it. But like, whenever a show actually gets like a full adaptation, I'm always happy to hear about that. You
Yeah,
know?
especially considering how for so many years anime was like just made to sell source material or sell more
Yeah,
source material.
Yep.
for sure.
Um,
Your no game, no lives. You know,
yeah,
your Berserk
I've
97.
realized that is literally the last holdout that has not gotten like a second season, a remake, something.
Yeah,
It's literally it,
yeah,
and
definitely.
it's crazy because that show came out in what was it 2014,
2013.
and it was right on the cusp of getting into that era where full adaptations were made.
I think like the actual like era of full adaptations getting made, like I think we are living like in the peak of it. You know, it seems
Yeah.
like. Well, it feels only like for the longest time that wouldn't be a thing. I think only
I
towards
mean,
the end.
I think the
of
only
the
problem with that is with the amount of things now that are getting adapted and how many anime are
Yeah.
coming out every season. It's overloading a lot of these anime
Sure.
studios and overloading the animators, which I like the fact that there are more full adaptations of source material, especially completed source material that's coming
Yeah.
out. But not everything needs to be like that. Like
No.
we got 15 fucking
Yeah.
isekai that come out every season. We don't need 7 fucking seasons of every isekai that comes out.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's clamoring for a full adaptation of The Magician's Grandson to be a thing. You know.
No. No.
But yeah, it's cool. Like the at least very notable shows will get the full adaptation. Like we got Attack on Titan and finally ended. We got like it seems maybe Jujutsu Kaisen is shaping up to get a full adaptation now as well.
Monogatari.
Monogatari, Spice and Wolf. I mean, hey, the freaking One Piece remake is happening, and I think they're aiming to complete the entire show as well.
Yeah,
story as
they
well.
said that the goal I've read that the goal for the new One Piece remake is to make it so that you can watch the whole thing within 150 episodes.
I don't think that's possible. Even when you shorten, like I think, look, like at the pace like One Piece is going, it could definitely be done in 300 to 400 episodes. That's for sure.
Maybe they'll
I
skip
don't know.
out on a lot of things.
Nah, like it went. That would be silly to skip out a lot of things, huh?
It's got over
I'm
1,000 episodes.
listen.
Not every single one of them has to be super important.
No, obviously, because the problem with like One Piece is that the pacing is atrocious in terms of the episode to episode, like the moment to moment scenes. You could totally cut it down to 300 to 400. That's for sure, and it will be like terrific. But that's a rant for another day because I would love to talk about One Piece, but we'll be here for another hour if I talk about One Piece.
Well, I'm sure.
Just finished the Wano arc. Holy shit, is this anime great? Man, I love anime in general.
I like
Goddamn.
how we go from man the pacing in the show is atrocious to man it's a fucking phenomenal anime.
God, I there's so much I
Typical,
can talk
It's a mix of
typical
both,
One Piece
really.
fan. This sucks, but it's the best anime I've ever seen.
because that's the thing. Like, oh no, I can't get into it now. Well, no, we're not getting into it. We're not getting into it. I'll say
You want to so bad though. I can see it in your face.
bro. It's fuck. I love this shit. Summertime.
All right. Well, unless Shinoda, do you got something we can do real quick to just narrow down your list a little bit because you got so much listed here.
How about this? I'll run through my list real quick.
Rapid fire, go.
All right, Daredevil,
round.
Born Again, first 2 episodes. Holy shit, fantastic!
It's out.
It's
Yes.
out, bro. It's out.
Fuck yo. Fuck.
Yeah,
I
you
hate
got
to watch it
another
now.
thing to watch. Another thing to
Can I
watch.
a question I have? Is it obvious to like can you tell that these characters or the people that playing these characters have aged?
No. It feels like the same character, same age, and everything.
That's
Like,
wild.
at most, you can tell that they've grown as people, but like looks wise, no, they still look like the same people. Like Hollywood's gotten real fucking good at that.
I did see something that someone posted the other day about Daredevil. Not necessarily just this one, but the original Daredevil movie from 2003.
Yeah.
So
The
the
Ben
guy
Affleck
that played Tony Soprano's son in The Sopranos plays a character in that movie, and James Gandolfini, who was Tony Soprano's real life son, who has become an actor, is now playing that exact same character in Daredevil: Born Again.
No way.
Yes,
That's crazy.
That's
It's a
actually cool.
interesting connection
Bro.
there.
I'll get around to watching these episodes and we'll talk about it because I've been
Yeah,
waiting for
no,
a long time
it's
to check
good,
it out.
bro. Holy shit, it's actually really good.
All right, what's next?
Okisura fell in love with the Okinawan girl. Genuinely fun little anime. Thought reading the description it would be like a fun little rom-com. No, it's more of a teaching everyone about Okinawa. Like their culture, what things they do, like their language, like all sorts of things like that. This is more of a infomercial than anything, but it's fun. It's actually done really well.
Is this the anime that has the A&W in it?
Yes, it
Okay.
is. Yes, it is.
Okay. I saw the screenshot of that. I was like, wow. Of all the American like fast food places you could show, that is the most obscure one you could pick.
It's so hyper specific. I got thrown off so much when I saw that. All right. I'm a noble on the brink of ruin, so I might as well as try mastering magic. It is a poor man's slime tensei, and that is all it is. It's so
That sounds
bad.
that
Bro,
sounds
you
like a
can't
nothing
beat
show.
Rimuru. Don't even try.
And that's the other thing. He's not even a slime. He's just a human. But no, literally, it's a poor man's slime tensei.
Are there at least
I'm
hot
not.
augurs?
No.
0 out of 10, bro. Come on.
Yeah. Genuinely, like, not worth it. I'll talk about this quick.
Save Dragon Ball for later.
You sure?
Yeah, save it for next
Yeah.
time because then we can actually get into it.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to talk about Dragon Ball later.
I'll also save from Beercat to Villainous later. Magic Maker, how to make magic in another world. Magic exists in this isekai, but no one's actually discovered it yet, or what exactly it is, except for like little kids who can sort of see it. This guy who
What?
went to this guy it's sort of like how if you don't practice something, you eventually lose it. It's one of those things. Um, this guy who lived to 30 in the real world was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna become a wizard." He got to 30, he didn't become a wizard, he died. He went to that world and was like, "Oh, is there magic here?" He's like, "No," but then he sees that there is, and he's like, "Okay, I'll try making magic and mastering it." And it's actually kind of cool because like it goes into magic systems and how to discover magic. It is actually kind of cool in that concept. It looks a little bit weird, but it's not too bad of a show. Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf. A guy who's going back and forth between real world and isekai world every time he goes to sleep. Pretty fun. He brings elf into the real world, and it's just a cutesy show. Um, wouldn't highly recommend it, but like if you got nothing else and want to see a cute elf doing fun things, it's worth watching.
Cute
I
elves
think,
doing cute things.
yeah, yeah. Oh, really? That's
Lord
all.
of the Rings.
Could everyone
Just
please
saying.
put on a ring for me? Pretty please.
Daddy Sauron. Oh yeah.
One elf to rule them all.
Um, and for my final one, tying the knot with an Amagami sister. It's okay. It's about a guy who's trying to get into medical school. In basically having to inherit a shrine, and he does that by having to marry one of the three sisters that live there. It's it's a little romance anime with like the gods that live at the shrines just fucking with them, trying to make them learn and grow as people, all that. It's okay at best. Wouldn't recommend it. Cute girls, very good art online, I shall say. But otherwise, eh,
That's code for porn.
that is code
Oh
for
my
porn.
god. It's always porn. Porn never changes.
It's never-
Porn never changes.
All right.
And that
well,
was my rapid fire.
I'm glad
I
that we
need a
finally got
drink.
to talk about
that
these
was a
because
lightning round, all right.
listen, some of these have been on his list for like the last 2 months, and he hasn't had a chance to talk about them.
Should have cut down on the Naruto report, I guess. Too
Listen,
much.
no, it's
much
because
point.
No,
he
you're
watches
fine.
too
That's more
much damn
interesting.
stuff.
And that's not even half the stuff I'm watching.
God damn.
That is.
I'll tell you
I
what,
would
though.
say I'm
specifically with Daredevil, I will try and get around to it at least for the next WTF because I do want to watch it and talk to you about it.
Bro, it's so
Well,
good.
and if you get a chance to watch Mickey 17,
That too, yeah, that too.
I'm
All right.
surprised when you talked about it that it's not getting more press or
Marketing,
more
yeah.
coverage, marketing than it has because
Yeah,
I was
for
only
sure.
vaguely aware that it had come out.
There quite possibly is very real political reasons why that's not happening. I can't say anything else because that would be spoilers for the movie, but once you watch it, you'll understand exactly why.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
right.
yeah, we'll talk about it when I'll try and get around to watching it in theaters.
All right. Well, with all that being said, we are going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you, everyone, for dropping in to watch us talk about all the things we have been watching recently. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you like what you saw and you want to see more, check down below where you can find links to all the stuff Anime Club After Dark does. We also have a link to our merch store down there if you want to help us out that way. We're also monetized on YouTube now, so consider becoming a member. What else? Since this is going to be coming out on St. Patrick's Day, I wore this shirt. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Um,
You leprechauns, you gremlins,
wow.
or whatever Irish people are.
Wow.
Leprechauns.
Wow. Okay. Racist, but sure.
We do love our gingers, though.
No,
so I hope everyone
don't.
has a.
They can stay where they
everyone-
belong. No, I'm kidding.
I hope everyone has a good St.
Jesus
Patrick's Day. If you are going to go out and drink, please drink responsibly. With all that being said, I have been your host, Alex, and we will see you next time. Say goodnight, guys.
Good night, guys.
Or
cat.
drink irresponsibly and tell us the stories in the Discord server.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be a long night.
Hey, Nitay, I have a demand for you.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I would like to see the pussy.
She's in the room where she belongs, and she's never coming out again.
Is that room the kitchen?
The dungeon. What?
Oh, so your bedroom.
Yes. We share the bed. Every night we share the bed. She comforts me.
Oh,
Also,
God.
congrats. Hey, oh wow, that has really bad
I do not
connotations.
support bestiality. That was a joke. Calm down, people. I'm not a furry.
Before we end this on bestiality, I'm just gonna say congrats to Pipkin Pippa on finally making it onto television. Anyway, goodbye.
Goodbye,
I can talk
good
about the
night.
bestiality anime next.
No.
Fuck! Shut up.